Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, and welcome to all of the new subscribers. It's been quite a while since I last made a video, so it was nice to come back and see just how much the channel has grown. We're up to 600 subscribers now, so that was lovely to see. I've been too busy with making Instagram content recently that I completely neglected the YouTube channel. But, we back. Let's get into this. Today, we'll be taking a look at this Gar Saxon custom Black Series figure. It's a very challenging figure to bring to life, but as always with the challenging ones, they are the most rewarding. The jetpack is magnetic, so there's the option to have it on or off. And he comes with 3 blasters in total, these 2 pistols here, which fit into the holsters quite nicely. And his sniper, which has all of the screen accurate details painted, and I have to thank a customer of the first Gar Saxon that I ever made for actually pointing out all of the accurate details for me. So that's all of his accessories. Now let's take a closer look at the details. Something I've been doing recently on my figures is a new dirt effect that I learned, where you flick the paintbrush against a surface and catch the drops on your subject, so it looks like he's been splashing around in muddy puddles. And it's just another layer of detail that really adds to the value of the figure and helps it come to life and feel more realistic. And up here he's got somewhat of a camera, similar to the clone troopers, and what I've done here that's new compared to my older Gar Saxons is that I've added the strap around the leg. It's connected to the camera, so it doesn't hinder any of the articulation and it's free moving. I really love using this cross grain ribbon. Having a variety of materials like plastic, resin, ribbon and fabric really takes it one step up from your standard Black Series figure. Another new feature that I've added is a strap to the knees. Previously, I would simply glue the knee pads to the thigh, but I found that it looked quite goofy in certain poses. So this time, the knees are connected with elastic ribbon, so they are free floating and fully posable. From making my first Gar Saxon figure, I really wanted to level up the quality of my painting, so I started painting the jetpack vents with this scorched colour effect. This is done with lots of thin coats of paints, creating a gradient from brass to gold to purple to blue. Doing this effect makes me so excited whenever I have a jetpack to make. This helmet is so cool. It's probably my favourite helmet design in all of Star Wars. It's just a shame it's a bitch to paint. Painting the visor is something that I've gotten better at doing over time, but I still haven't settled on one defined method of doing it, and I'd really like to teach people how to do it, but I myself don't even know how I do it. I just sort of keep layering up paints until it works. I go back and forward with different thicknesses, trying to create a gradient that's good, and then eventually I'm happy and I call it done. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with how this one turned out. The last thing that I want to mention about the details is the weathering. All of the silver scratching that you can see here isn't painted on, it's actual weathering. For the armour I do multiple layers of paint, starting with a white primer as a base, then I spray a silver spray paint onto it, with a matte lacquer following it. These 3 coats of paint create a very strong base layer of silver, which is also scratch resistant, and then I paint on the black and red decorations. So when I then go to do the weathering, I'm actually just scratching away at the top layers of paint with a scalpel blade to reveal the silver that's underneath. This creates a very realistic effect because you can actually feel the scratches embedded into the armour. So let's do a quick rundown of the articulation. Of course, because this has got armour that's glued onto the body, there is a few hindrances around the torso, around the shoulders, and also around at the thighs because of the holsters. But it still achieves a really good range of motion and is also very fun to play with. I made this figure using the Mandalorian Fleet Commander as a base, and then I stripped all of the armour off and replaced it with this 3D printed armour modelled by Skylu 3D. Now, I had this printed by John Walker Customs quite a while ago, and I don't think they're still in the printing business. So if you're looking to get this kit to make one of your own, they are available at CB Prints 3D on Etsy. Or you can subscribe to Skylu's Patreon and have access to his files. Another thing to note is that I use 2 magnets here for the jetpack rather than the usual one. This gives a more secure fit and it also doesn't rotate around. So, now that we've had a good look at this guy, let's do a bit of a before and after. This is a Black Series Mandalorian Shriek-Hawk, and it isn't the exact figure that I used, but it is the exact same base body if you strip away all of the armour. When choosing a base body for something like Gar Saxon, you want to get something that has a dark undersuit so that if any of the paint rubs away, it looks like natural weathering. Now just sit back, relax, and enjoy some of these cool poses that you can get from this figure. And there you have it. There's a showcase of one of my custom Gar Saxon figures. This one was ordered on commission by a customer and is now comfortably stood on his shelf. I'm currently fully booked on commission work, so there'll likely not be many more videos in the works until I'm finished with this batch of orders. Once I am finished though, I'll be taking at least a month off to get a bunch of videos recorded, including much more tutorial style content, because I know you guys are asking for that. Thanks for sticking around, don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure to follow over on Instagram for regular updates on what I'm working on. I'll see you guys next time.